Let's go. Welcome back. Happy auction day for all those who celebrate. And more importantly, just want to say today's show is sponsored by Hennessy. Shout out LeBron James, you corny AF. Guys, let's go. We got auctions. I'll be honest. I forgot these auctions were 3 hours long, but what I thought we could do is like poke around a little bit. We got a wheel spin out here. We got a wheel spin, which is very exciting. I have been dabbling and getting outbid in just about every freaking thing that I've done. But listen, why don't we let's start the show off right, huh? We haven't done so rare card giveaway in quite some time. Why don't we do it? Let's go. Let's like the stream, let's subscribe to the channel, and why don't we go ahead and put hashtag auction into the chat because we are going to be out there in the auctions. All right, we're going to be out there diving in. And then we can't buy Cam Thomas yet, Jay Blaze. It's just the Western Conference today. What I thought we could do, though, is just kind of go team by team, look at what some of these prices are currently, and then, maybe do some targets. Some of the guys that I'm going to be targeting, you can see who I've already been outbid on already. One thing that I'll just put out there as let's actually go over to So Rare. Let's go to So Rare now. I just want to remind people, these are all of the number ones, I believe, right? So like the one of one. So the car, like this is the Shea Rare number one, right? I believe that's correct. That's the one that you'd be bidding on right now. Yes, so 1 out of 100. So just keep that in mind if you're like, oh man, I really want to get involved. It might be worth waiting. You know what I'm saying? Pan G, let's go. Are we winning tickets if we bid? Yeah, let's look at the wheel here. So if you haven't checked it out yet, here, let me actually blow this up a little bit more so you can see me coming on it. But when you pop into So Rare, you see this right here, this little dartboard. If you click into the dartboard, you'll have an opportunity to claim a free ticket. So you'll get a daily spin, which is very exciting. And then you ask, are we winning tickets if we bid? My understanding, if you win a bid, if you win a card, like in the auction, you get 2 spins. You get 2. If you come in second in an auction, you get a 1 spin. So that's my understanding. So you get a daily 1, 2 if you win an auction, 1 if you come in second in an auction. That is my understanding of it as we are right now anyway. So I did get 1. Let's look. What are some of the things that you could win here? Can I like scroll? I see we got a tier 2 card. We've got 250 XP. We got a division clue. I don't know. Do we spin now? Do we spin it right now, or do we wait to like build up some momentum here? Get some more people up in here. You just hit miss on the wheel. There's a miss. I didn't even know there was a miss on here. I actually kind of like that. There should be some losers. We'll do it in a little bit. Let's go to the auctions. You can see down below, by the way, excuse me. Here are the ones that I bid right now. I'm winning on Donovan Klingon, Taylor Hendricks, but then I've been outbid on every other guy. But let's go to the auction side, and let's look. We'll go team by team here. We'll go team by team in the Western Conference about just some of the guys that we're looking at. We can look at what the prices are. But again, I do think they're going to be a little bit inflated here with these number one. Okay, it's like a 40% chance for a miss. 5-finger point. You're right. We should wait. 30% chance to win, 40% chance. All right, whatever. Let's go team by team. Let's start with the Los Angeles Lakers of Anaheim. Let's look at the Lakers here. And I'm going to just do rare if that's cool with you guys. I mean, limited, excuse me. I'm still deciding here. I think I'm going to dabble in rare a little bit, but I'll also move. I think I'm going to spend most of my funds on limited. I think that's where I am right now. But you can see the Luka 101 right here is at 314 right now. How much of a tax do you think there is on the number one? Like, do you think Luka number two? So let's say Luka number one, because this closes in what? Just over 2 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes, right? Does Luka say that gets to $400? It's at, what did I say? 314. Let's say it gets to 400. What do you think the difference is between 1 and 2? 1 and 2. So let's assume 400 is the cap. What do you think Luka 102 goes? I mean, Luka number 2 goes for. If number 1 goes for 400, what do you think number 2 goes for? Let me know in the chat. Jay Blaze saying, is there a separate show for LeBron's decisions too? Yeah, just the dumbest shit, man. LeBron, unbelievable. Corny as it gets. Let me know in the chat. What are we thinking? Are we saying like 200? Are we saying 350? Like, what is the tax on it? Cooper Flag, zero cap really doesn't make you want to buy any in-season cards. Or it makes, I don't know. I don't know if that's true, man. We don't even know like what the game week looks like. Because that first game week, right? It's just the games on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I don't know. I think that's, I mean, yes, obviously that is a huge advantage to get some of those zero caps, but I don't think you need to go crazy. You can see the Luka 2, 4 going more than the number 1, but the next few will be much lower. Why do you think 2 through 4 will be more than the 1? I feel like the 1 has a tax on it. No? Just for being the number 1? Maybe that's wrong. But anyways, you got Luka there. I'm not really touching a lot of these Lakers outside of Luka. I want to shout out Jared Vanderbilt, though. I've been clocking into the preseason. Excuse me. I've been locking into the preseason a little bit, and our guy Vando, Jared Vanderbilt, has been carving out a little role for himself so far. And I don't want to overreact too much because Vando, obviously known for his defensive capabilities, but early on with a cap of 12, I could see him playing 20 plus minutes. So I think that's something to lock in on. Mossy was saying LeBron's decision was just a henny ad. Yeah, man. As I tweeted out, LeBron needs more people. I'll share the tweet. LeBron needs more people in his life, not afraid to say no to him. You know what I'm saying? Just he needs some people that'll be like, hey, man, this is a dumb idea. Don't do this. Let me share the tweet. Also, that Harrison Barnes shit was crazy too, man. Did you guys see that Harrison Barnes AI video where the guy, let's actually go look at it. We got time. We got plenty of time. Auctions aren't closing yet. This Harrison Barnes thing, like the more, I can't tell what's more embarrassing, this video or his Top Shot bag. Like, let's look at this shit here. Okay. So he tweets out, he goes, never thought I'd star in my own music video. I'm going to keep the volume off on this. This tech has come a long way in inspiring more people to make music. Okay. To make music. That's what Harrison Barnes is doing. Can you just watch? Okay.
Same hands that work the pain. Same hands I fold in prayer.
Yep.
12 years and I'm still learning.
Okay, Harry.
What it means to really care.
Come on. Double dribble.
They see me on the court at night.
Double dribble. We didn't get one real dribble in there. That's a lot of double dribbles. From
Ames to San Antonio, trying to serve a bigger plan.
Come on, dude.
These hands that give, these hands that live. More than buckets, more than wind.
Wow.
These hands that give.
Oh,
these hands that reach to every.
Harrison Barnes, what are you doing? What are you doing, Harrison? You don't need to do this. Pick up knitting. Get into cornhole. What are we doing, Harrison? Also, your AI guy can't dribble. This is a double dribble, bro. All right, let's get back into the auctions. These hands I give. Oh my God. Let's go back. Back to the Lakers. So, anyways, I really like Luka, obviously. I think Vanderbilt is one of the unsung heroes. DeAndre Ayton, his cap is of the 36. Honestly, I'm not going to be touching DeAndre. I think Luka, Vando, LeBron, if you want to do it, go for it. And then Austin Reeves. I think Austin Reeves is going to be I think people are nervous that Austin Reeves' his usage isn't going to be huge here. And that's fine. But the reason I want to be in on AR-15, if you will, Austin Reeves. So, dude, how many games is LeBron going to sit? You know what I mean? Dude, he's going to be 41 at some point this year in December. Like, LeBron's not going to be playing all those back-to-backs. They're not going to log major minutes. Like, Luka, anytime one of those guys sit, Austin Reeves is just going to be just a massive spike. So, Vando and Austin Reeves are the two superstars that I will be targeting here from the Lakers. Let's stay in California. Let's go to the Sacramento Kings. Like that beam. Keon Ellis over here. Dario Sar. No, No, guys, I'm going to be honest. I'm not touching any of the Kings. Two names I'll monitor: Malik Monk and Dennis Schroeder. I think Schroeder's going to start, but again, it's just like a lot of mouths to be fed here. DeMar DeRozan is like interesting if his cap comes down, but a cap at 38, you're not playing DeMar. Sabonis, I honestly like. I'm not trying to predict the downfall of Bone, but I'm just not. I just don't think I'm getting to the Sabonis stuff. So outside of like I don't know. Maybe make a case for Devin Carter bouncing back. I mean, getting some run here in year two. I'm not interested in the Kings. I'm really not. Let's go to Phoenix next. I'm just kind of going down the line here in the Western Conference. The Phoenix Suns. So is Dylan Brooks on this team in February? I don't know. Doesn't make sense. Wouldn't make sense for him to be here long term. You've got Nigel Hayes Davis. Sure. Grayson Allen. I do want to shout Grayson Allen here. Cap 18. We actually might be in a these hands that reach. Sorry, man. I think Grayson Allen might be starting. Lots of reports that he's running with the starters. Maybe if he's not starting, I think he's going to be like the first guy off the bench. And I don't know. This team's going to be bad. I think it's going to play a lot of offense, not a lot of defense. So if you think, this is more of we're already talking contender versus champion, right? Although, wait, do we even have contender? Or is it just all champion? Am I wiling? I forget now that we get the new systems. So maybe Grayson Allen isn't as exciting. We got Roy. Roy's back in action. Says the classic challenger being 140 plus MVP makes some of these high 30 plays not as bad as they used to be. Yeah, that's fine. That is true. You got Jalen Green, cap of 21, dealing with a hamstring right now. But you imagine he's going to get a ton of shots up, right? You imagine he's going to get a ton of shots up. So, JG, are you with me? Sorry, 1 second. I'm hearing from Laird in real time. Jalen Green should be out there. Ryan Dunn, another name we got to shout here, who looks like he has moved into the starting lineup ahead of Royce O'Neal. Looks like Ryan Dunn, year two. He's not really a fantasy guy, unless all of a sudden the offensive action shows up in a more meaningful way, more of like a defender at this point. But that's it. And then there's Booker, man. I mean, Mark Williams. Mark Williams will get first crack at starting center. I'm a little bit nervous that as the year goes on, he either gets injured like my boy Mark does, or he starts ceding some minutes to Kamen Maluk, the rookie out of Duke. So right now, this is who they have for centers. They have Mark Williams, Big Dick Nick Rich, Kamen. They also have Oso Iguodaro, who let's look is Oso. Yeah, right here. Okay, cap of 17 for Oso. I think there's going to be some game weeks where we find out he's starting at center. Like if Mark Williams gets a day off, they know what they have in Nick Richards. They traded for Nick Richards mid-year, and then he lasted as a starter for like 2 weeks, and then ceded it to like Plum Dog. So I do think there's a world where Oso Iguodaro is doing some small ball five. I think that's pretty intriguing. Mark Williams is fine. And then obviously Devin Booker. I mean, Booker is going to take a million shots. Cap at 35, honestly, is probably a great play to start the season. So there you go. There's the book. The book is closed. Let's look at the cheaters, the Clippers. Clippers are going to be a tough team to target, I think, this year because especially early on, I think also you've seen people joining here. We're going to give away a So Rare card in a little bit, so make sure you put hashtag auction into the chat. So the Clippers are going to be tough because I think they're just going to have a bunch of guys play like 26 minutes a game. Maybe more than that, more than 26 minutes. But like look at this AARPS team. They got Chris Dunn, who's going to be coming off the bench. Kawhi Leonard, listen, the one bull case here for Kawhi, I know his cap is up there, but the bull case here for Kawhi, he did not have surgery this offseason, right? Healthy AF for now. It seems like the NBA is not interested in figuring out what the hell happened with aspiration. So I don't really see a big hammer being dropped on these guys. So, Kawhi is like a second, maybe he's not an MVP right now, second level guy, though. I think he is a second level guy. And so I think Kawhi, this closes in 2.5 hours. I think I'm going to be on the Kawhi train. Ivica Zubac, is getting a lot. I mean, like, he's probably the one guy that plays the most minutes here. But you have to remember, last year they did not really have a backup five. They did scoop up Brook Lopez. Like, look at this, man. They got James Harden, John Collins, Brook Lopez, Bradley Beal. We mentioned, so that's 4. CP3 5, Zubac 6, Batum 7, Chris Dunn 8, Kawhi 9. Who else am I missing down here? Bogdanovich, Derek Jones Jr. They like legit have 11 guys that can rotate in and out. And that's what I'm saying. I think there's going to be game weeks, like especially on these weekend slates, right? Maybe the Clippers have a back-to-back and you see James Harden play one game, Kawhi play one game, Bradley Beal. You know, so like there's going to be moments where a guy like Bradley Beal, what's Beal's cap at right now? And again, I know the cap doesn't matter as much in some of these. Bradley Beal's got a cap of 27. I think we're going to have Bradley Beal get people on the podium a couple of times to start this season. I really do. Because we're going to see him. I mean, James Harden, his whole campaign to get Bradley Beal out there was like, hey, I can't be doing this shit every single night. So if that's the case, Brad, I'm going to need you to take over some nights. So I do think we see Bradley Beal get you on a podium at some point. But for me, those are the targets. Harden, Kawhi, Zubac. John Collins is like interesting, but Ty Lue has not really even committed to starting JC yet. So there's been like rumors around it, but he hasn't like committed. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous. I think Collins is going to be like a really good fit for the Clippers as an actual basketball player. I think it makes a ton of sense. But I don't know. I don't know for a fantasy perspective. Power Duster in the chat said I'm a better person for having heard that Harry Barnes banger. Hey, before we like keep diving in, a couple of things. I just wanted to shout out here, because I know we're getting close to the start of the season. So we're going to do another So Rare show. I'm going to be simulcasting everything onto our channel, onto this Elite Fantasy Sports channel. But we'll be on the So Rare channel on Thursday for the Eastern Conference drop. We're going to start doing a weekly show over there. So a weekly show on So Rare. That's going to kind of replace value hunting, I think. But Live Before Lock and for our VIP members, Live After Dark is going to be back. And then I've got some VIP stuff that I'm excited to share. We're going to be doing like focusing on streaks and some of the other aspects of So Rare. That's going to be a couple times a week. That'll be behind the paywall. But anyways, we'll have like a full schedule here of what the So Rare content is going to look like. Full transparency, and meet with my So Rare brethren tomorrow. Need to get a better feel for what they're looking for before we fully unveil it. But stay tuned, baby. We're back. So Rare is back. I'm excited. Also, we'll look at my baseball lineup before we get out of here. Whoo, baby, we're cooking. We're top, not like cooking like Jump Shoot and Taylor, but we are cooking. All right, so that's it on the Clippers. If you guys have questions, too, about these teams as we're going, feel free to fire them in. Let's stay on 60 and over, right? Let's go look at the Golden State Warriors for another old-ass team. So the Golden State Warriors didn't do anything all offseason. And then at the very end, they were like, okay, we're going to sign Kuminga. We're going to bring in Al Horford, DeAnthony Melton. They like this team is kind of weird, man, because I think if we were just doing postseason series, right? If we're just like, who's going to win this 7-game series? A lot of times I do think I would take the Golden State Warriors. However, I'm a little bit concerned for like regular season stuff because it's like their starting 5 on paper looks hot. It's like Steph, Pajemski, and then you have Jimmy Butler. You could go Allen Draymond. You could go Moody, Moody has looked awesome in preseason so far in Draymond, but they don't really have a center, right? Like look at the other guys. So you got Carrie Bade in the second. I don't think he's no longer a play. It's like maybe the Netherlands legend Quentin Post makes a little bit of a jump. You've got Kuminga. I mean, his cap is 21, which is exciting, but I just don't trust any of that. Moses Moody to me is probably the only Steph, Jimmy, and I guess Draymond to an extent that I'm really excited about. Pajemski, I don't know. I think I'm still a little hurt from what the Pajemski experience was last year, where I got all excited about it and then got smoked. Oh, you're in London town, Taylor. There you go. Have a pint for us, bro. I hope you enjoyed the the NFL football over there in London. Looking forward to you being New York bound. And yeah, I saw you were, what are you in, like 13th or something? I think I'm in 33rd in the chase so far. I think I saw you, or maybe you're like 20 something. I don't know. We're close. And yeah, shout out Boudevine, man. Shout out Boudevine, the legend. How many Killian Hayes cards should I leave unsealed? You never know, dude. Trust Kevin O'Connor, man. He says Killian's going to be the guy. I know, seriously, the Moses Moody thing. But yeah, the Warriors to me are not going to be big targets. Like, if the price is cheap, I'll happily, Steph, of course. I do think we'll have some really big Jimmy game weeks. More intrigued by like the Moody and the Pajemskis of it all. I don't think I'm getting into I like Draymond too much unless his cap like goes really low and it becomes crazy value. But hard to gauge what that looks like. Let's go to the Utah Jazz, the Jazz, baby, the Jazz. All right, so what did the Jazz do? They got rid of a lot of guards. They got rid of Clarkson. They got rid of who else? Jordan Clarkson. They got rid of Colin Sexton. They got rid of John Collins. But did you know? Did you know? Because I keep forgetting, and then I keep getting reminded. Yusuf Nurkic. Yusuf Nurkic is a Utah Jazz member right now. Boggles the mind. They also have Svi Mayalahi, Mayalahook. They got Isaiah Collier in year 2, Lauri Markkanen, fresh off of lighting Eurobasket on fire. Lauri Markkanen has been going insane and for the Finns. And the real question is, how long is Lowry on the Utah Jazz? Because if there was ever going to be a guy that got moved midseason on the Utah Jazz, it's got to be him, right? Taylor Hendricks, somebody that I was pretty high on last season, and right now we are winning, was pretty high on last season, and then he got hurt. He had that brutal leg injury. He should be back. He's ready to go. So I'm in on Taylor Hendricks. Kyle Anderson, I'm not touching. Walker Kessler's a little concerning this year. He's another one that could get moved. The Utah Jazz already came out and said they weren't going to extend him, right? Or they weren't going to give him the rookie extension, which means he's going to be a restricted free agent this season. So this offseason, excuse me, Yusuf Nurkic, Kevin Love, Kyle Filipowski. Look at all these white guys. You got Bryce Sensabaugh. Honestly, don't hate a shot on him. But look at how high his cap is from the end of the season. Cody Williams, Georges Niang. And then once again, I will be back on my Keontae George bullshit. The other name that we do have to mention, or two, excuse me, we have Ace Bailey, and that rookie card will come out next week. And then we also have Walter Clayton, which sounds like a George Clooney movie, except that's Michael Clayton. So I'm way more interested in Ace Bailey from the wing position than I am in Walter Clayton. I do think Walter Clayton will get a little bit of run, and for him to have a cap of 0 is nice. The fact that they got rid of Clarkson and Sexton opened some runway for it. However, I do think like Collier, Keontae are going to be the two main guys. And then listen, Bryce Sensabaugh last season played a little bit of the 2 down the stretch. So maybe he does some guard too. We got Daniel in the chat. Says, how are we feeling about the auctions? Number 1 cards are probably going to be high on price. Yeah, I got involved with some of the auctions early on. Now, they don't close for another hour and a half or so. But then I did have that realization, and I was like, okay, maybe we don't need to go for all of these number 1s, and we can wait a little bit. So we're going to wait. We are going to wait just a little bit. And you're right. 10-year career on Svi is wild. Also, should know Georges Niang got hurt. He's going to be starting the season on the IR, I believe. All right, from Utah to Denver. Once again, new year, new me, and here I am getting excited about the Denver Nuggets and Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray, it seems like he has benefited from not playing this summer. Not in Eurobasket, obviously, not in the Olympics. He seems healthy. He seems spry. Jamal Murray is balling. I think we got a pretty good feel for what this rotation in Denver is going to look like. You have Jamal at the 1, Brown at the 2, Cam Johnson at the 3, Porter Jr. at the 4, Jokic at the 5. And then coming off the bench, we have Bruce Brown, Tim Hardaway Jr., Peyton Watson, Jonas Valanciunas. We should just call out Jonas right now, right? So I'm sure his cap's too high at this point. Where's Jonas? My name is Jonas. There it is. Cap of 15. So it's actually not that high. There is going to be a week where Jokic sits a game and rests him. They can actually do that now since it's not DeAndre Jordan who's playing these minutes. And Jonas is actually going to break a slate. I love that they have a real backup center. I think your one concern here from a fantasy perspective is this team is now deep enough that they don't have to like run them into the ground during the regular season. But I am excited about like Christian Brown has been taking leaps the last couple of years. Obviously, his cap's a little too high. I think like whatever. I'm not going after Tim Hardaway Jr. I think my targets would be Jamal Murray, obviously Jokic, and then I would do Jonas Valanciunas and Christian Brown. I think those would be my favorite for Denver. But what I like about Denver right now is they're pretty easy to project, both as like their starters and their second unit. It just makes it easier. It makes it easier for us to figure out how to attack these teams. So Denver, shout them out. Also, we now are about to get a full year under, or if we had a full offseason of Andelman as the coach. I'm curious to see how the team responds. Vibes seem very good in Denver right now. So I'm intrigued. Color me intrigued. Let's go to Portland. Portland is going to be a fun team. So we got Scoot. We'll start with Anthony Simons he's gone. Simons made his exit. They brought in Drew Holiday. DeAndre Ayton left. They drafted Young Hassan. And this is who we've got left now. We got Jeremy Grant, who I think everybody continues to forget. He's still in Portland. He's still good at basketball. I don't know if he makes sense for them long-term, short-term, any term. I don't know how long he's going to be in Portland. But they have Jeremy Grant. Matisse Thybulle, who missed a ton of last season with the injury, right? He's healthy. I don't know how much he gets on the floor. Tamani Kamara could be another leap year for him. He was an incredible defender last season. Some offensive flashes, not a ton, but maybe we get a little bit more than that. It is another day of the week, which means the Time Lord is injured again. So Robert Williams is going to be on the bench one more time. He's going to be out. Denny Avdia here. Look at that cap of 50 for Denny. Good Lord. Denny should cook again this year. Duop, Reith, whatever. I wanted to shout out Shaden Sharp. His cap's really high, too. We probably can't get there. A cap of 41. But no Scoot Henderson for the first 6 to 8 weeks, I think. Sharp is going to have the keys. I mean, Drew Holiday's going to be out there, but I do think Sharp is going to have the keys to the offense along with Denny. So I'm very interested in both of those guys. You see Drew Holiday there, whatever. And then Donovan Clingan, man. I do think I will be going after Klingard Millionaire. Yes, they have the rookie Young Hassan there. I know he put up insane summer league stats and everybody was rock hard for him. I get it. But Clingan, you'd like the on-off numbers were him. I was digging in a little bit this offseason, mostly for best ball. But the on-off numbers when Clingan when he started for the Blazers and when he was on the floor, their defense just went up another level. And if he just evolves a little bit offensively, still gives you the good rebound and block upside on the defensive end, I think he's somebody that just smashes night in and night out. And I like that there's just, yes, they have the rookie behind him, but outside of that, maybe we get some Duop Reith there, but who else? I mean, that's it. So what I would like to see is Jeremy Grant get the hell out of there just so we could clean up that wing position a little bit. Focus on Tumani, focus on Shaden Sharp. We don't have to worry about Dame coming back. I will say, too, if Scoot ends up being pretty cheap because he's hurt, although they don't even have a card out for him right now, I am Scoot. I was pretty high on Scoot until the injury. So I will be excited about Scoot. All right, speaking of Scoot, let's scoot along. Let's get to the reigning champs. I don't know if you guys saw yesterday, Nikola Topic's balls are too big, so he's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks with a testicular injury. What else did they do? They didn't really add too many guys because their team was deep as hell already. They didn't really lose too many guys either. So we've got that starting five, most likely of Shea, J-Dub. You got Lou Dort. Let's do a Dort report. We haven't done a video drop yet. We haven't done a Dort report in so long. Let me see if I can find it in a timely manner. But yeah, we need a Dorty-ass reporty if I can freaking find it. There it is. But yeah, so the Dort. What do you guys think about OKC this year? I mean, obviously they're going to be an absolute juggernaut and a powerhouse. I'm not saying they're going to take a step back or anything. But from a fantasy perspective, do you guys think they take their foot off the gas a little bit, or is it still pedal to the metal? They're just such a deep team. When Topic comes back, they can give him a little bit more run. They extended Jalen Williams, the big boy. Maybe he gets some more opportunities at the 4-5. Are they going to run Chet into the ground? One thing that was pretty interesting is they barely played with Chet and Isaiah Hartenstein together at all last regular season. I think it was 13 games or something dumb like that. But Cason Wallace in a new year, they really like him. Does he get some extra run? Obviously, Caruso's there. My guess is they take the foot off the gas guys like Caruso and Hartenstein and Chet and just kind of have them be ready for the postseason run. Maybe they feel a little bit more comfortable with Shea. Just a reminder, J-Dub underwent a procedure right after the season ended. He should be good to go, but it's just a crazy reminder how dominant he was while he was hurt in that postseason run. Like that 40-point finals performance, just like incredible, incredible stuff. Let's go to Minnesota Timberwolves. Shout out our guy Borland. So the most intriguing names for me for Minnesota, right? Because they lost Nikhil Alexander Walker. He went over to Atlanta. But they have three young guys that I'm interested in. They got Terrence Shannon Jr., TSJ, who we saw even in the postseason get a couple of rotation runs, right? Not a ton of time, but showed some upside. We also have Rob Dillingham. Are we ever going to see the jump? And then the other guy I want to shout out here is Jalen Clark, who I think is Jalen Clark in year two? Jalen Clark right here. He is somebody that I do like. One of Terrence Shannon Jr. or Jalen Clark is going to get a legit opportunity this season. And maybe they both get the opportunity. But I think everyone is familiar with Terrence Shannon Jr. Everybody knows that name. We've seen him play in the postseason. I actually think Jalen Clark is a little bit more of the wild card. I'm a little bit more excited about JC. So, I don't know, just throwing that out there. The other thing I will say, I was reading, oh gosh, I don't know if it was Locked On or maybe it was the Establish the Run guys, Gallagher's court report thing. They have it projected that Spicy Meatball, Dante DiVincenzo, is going to start at the point guard this season. So I guess that looks like Dante at the 1, Ant-Man at the 2. Then you have McDaniels, Randall, and Rudy. All right. And then you have Naz Reid coming off the bench, Mike Conley coming off the bench, and then those young guys that we were going over. Joe Ingles is still there as well, too. But so I think Dante DiVincenzo, a name we should circle before everyone figures out he's going to be starting. Jalen Clark, Terrence Shannon Jr. Obviously, Anthony Edwards is awesome. You know, like we already know Ant-Man. What's his number looking like? 91 right now. I think Ant-Man is going to be in that MVP, like fringe MVP play conversation. I think we're still going to have the tiers, right? If you're doing your champion lineups, like, you know, the Luka, Giannis, Wembanyama. Is that it? Am I forgetting somebody? In Joker. Those four, I think, are going to be their own tier. And then the step down, I think we'll see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in that conversation. We'll see Anthony Edwards. We'll have to talk about Zion here when we get to the Pelicans. But I don't know if anybody else has any Minnesota takes, but that's kind of where I'm at there in Minnesota. Let's go to Houston there. Man, Houston threw us a real curveball here. The Rockets, they get Fred VanVleet with the injury. I will say, I was, again, shout out Establish the Run, was reading their report, watched a little bit of that Rockets preseason game last night. Everybody's pretty excited about Reed Shepherd, right? They're like, oh, he's finally going to get an opportunity. I think Amen Thompson is going to go absolutely batshit this year. Amen Thompson and Sengun, I think, are the two. I think they are two guys who are like, you know, they're not cheap, obviously, but I think I think they are going to be considered at a much higher value a month from now than they are right now, or like 6 weeks from now. I think Sengun and Amen Thompson, like obviously KD's going to get his, but Thompson and Sengun, I think, have the biggest room to run. Jabari Smith Jr., too, is somebody who I think is just going to take a lot of open threes. We know about Tyrese and we know about KD. I think Shepherd is fine, but I think he's going to be wildly overpriced to start. I think people are just like, oh, the young guy, he makes sense as a guard, like whatever. It's Amen Thompson and it's Alpi Sengun. That's where it goes. Like sometimes we do this, right, where the guy gets hurt and everybody's like, let's go get the guy that replaces him right after. Let's go get him. There's other situations, though, where it's the number 2 and number 3 guys that just get elevated to a higher level. And I think that's what's going to happen with Thompson and Sengun. So Sengun, like this is going for 36 right now. Again, I don't really want the number 1s. I'm going to wait. Amen Thompson for 54. Those are going to be like real targets for me. Over under on Sengun triple doubles. Let's see. How many did he have last year? Let me Google that real quick. Let's see. How many triple doubles did Sengun have last season? Was it like 2? Let's see. He had 2. He had 2 triple doubles last season. I'm going to say 10. I'm going to say we get over 10 trippy dubs from our guy, Sengun. But the over is probably where it's probably 7.5. That's probably what the line would be set at. I'd do my underdog slider, so I get like a 3x on the payout. But yeah, give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Tyree Eason, yeah. Eason is somebody too. And yeah, Power Duster. I like Reed is gonna get a crack. I just mean like even if he starts, I just think the ball's gonna be in Amon's hands way more. But you're right. If he doesn't defend, they'll just go to different options. You just want. I know. I see where you're doing. I see where you're doing. We can't yet. We can't because they're all in the Eastern Conference, right? Except for PJ. We'll get to PJ and we'll do the drop. All right, there we go. Sun shining in. It's a beautiful day here. Got to adjust the blinds now with the time change and everything. We got to just go down here. Looks like I'm in the spotlight. All right, let's go. Let's keep going. Yeah, Heroes East. That's right. We're a West Coast only. West Side. What am I doing? All right, let's go. Who's after Houston? We've got only a couple teams left. Let's look at the Pellies. Once again, will fall into the Pelicans trap. So they did a lot of stuff this year, right? They added Jordan Poole, CJ McCollum dipped. They've got Herb Jones back, relatively healthy. Zempic Zion is back. I'm buying into that hype again. Trey Murphy, I think, is going to be in the most improved conversation. One thing I will say, I don't even want to say this actually right now. All right, I think like Yves Missy might be in trouble. I don't know how much he's going to play. They've got Kevon Looney starting over him in the preseason, and Missy's like getting the second or third look from the big. But are you guys ready? Everyone, here we go. Let's lock in here. Let's lock in. Everybody is like the zeros of Cooper Flag, VJ Edgecombe, Dylan Harper. That's going to be the cheat code for game weeks 1 and 2. And yes, of course. But you want to do that on a budget instead of spending a ton of money? Here's your answer. Hey, baby, Sadiq Bey right here. Sadiq Bey, Kappa 0. All right, obviously doesn't have the same upside as those other guys. Sadiq Bey, yeah, there it is, Jamie. I beat you to a bitch. He should get bench minutes, and the key to Sadiq Bey right now, too, is he can shoot the 3 ball. And you look at this team, if you're going to have the ball in Zion's hands as a point forward at times, you are going to need the shooting around him. So I think it makes Jordan Poole more important, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, and then Sadiq Bey, I think is a fun take for those first 2 game weeks. And then what I like about it, too, is I don't think we see that price skyrocket too much until top-tier projections put the numbers out on him. But I do think Sadiq Bey is like a fun find. People forget, he can fill it up offensively. I'm not saying he's like a wild game changer, but he's probably somebody that when the season is underway, his cap lives in the 18 to 25 range or something like that. And right now you get him at a 0. I think that's like a fun piece. But I am excited. I mean, like, and as injuries do arise, we'll find other guys to get. But I think Trey Murphy has a chance to be in the all-star conversation. I'm buying in on Zion. I think Kevon Looney is going to be out there. And that's too bad because I was excited about my guy Yves Missy, but the Pelicans are telling us without telling us that they don't really believe in Yves Missy, at least at this point. So that's the Pelicans roundup. We only got a couple teams left. Memphis, man, the season from hell, which has been going on for 3 years now, seems to still be alive and well in Memphis. So Ja Morant is already week to week with an ankle injury. The one positive side of the trip of Ja Morant here is it sounds like he's not in a boot and he's walking around okay. So maybe this is more precautionary than anything else. But I do think, something to monitor. The other thing, I think whenever Ja goes out, we're like, ooh, Scottie Pippen Jr., excuse me, Ty Jerome has looked awesome so far in the preseason. He looks healthy. He looks good. He's running around. So I do think Ty Jerome is a good target here for Memphis. Ooh, we'll go check this out in a little bit. Thank you, Five Finger. We'll go check this out in a little bit. Also, I should remind people, if you haven't done it yet, I saw some people in the chat doing it, but if you haven't done it yet, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and then put #auction into the chat. We're going to give away a limited tier card here in a little bit. But yeah, Ty Jerome right there. Gigi Jackson, I'm probably not getting to. Sorry, my computer's freezing up. I'm probably not getting there. To me, it's just Triple J, Ja Morant. Santi Aldama is another one that I want to shout out because, and maybe the internationals of the So Rare gang, Pippen over Ty Easy. So far, they're not overlapping, and Ty Jerome has like straight up looked better so far in the he's looked better so far. And I'm not saying you can't, like, I like Scottie Pippen Jr. too, but Ty Jerome looks great right now. And this is more for like when Ja's out. But Santi Aldama, I want to shout him out because Edie is not going to be ready to go to start the season, and Brandon Clark is not going to be ready to go. So that leaves Triple J and Santi Aldama as the two bigs on this roster. Maybe they do weird stuff with Gigi Jackson, but Santi Aldama is going to be a great play early and often. I think. What's his cap right now? 22, but it's going to be, he's going to project really well. I bet he projects in like high 30s. Low 40s. All right, the Mavs. Let's get to the Dallas Mavericks. Cooper Flag obviously not going to show up. Looks like Cooper Flag is going to be doing a little bit of everything. Ball in hand, he's going to be defending. My guess is the starting five is something like D'Lo. It's going to be D'Angelo Russell, Klay Thompson, Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively. That's what I think they're going to do. What I think they should do is start PJ Washington over Klay Thompson, and let's just do a PJ drop.
PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington.
Yeah, so there we go. That I like for Dallas, man. I'm not really interested in Klay. For me, it's like I'm very intrigued by Lively here, who apparently grew a couple of inches. D'Lo, it's a wait and see. I feel like D'Lo has a chance of getting yanked early, but I think the safest minute play guys are D'Angelo Russell, PJ Washington, Anthony Davis, and Cooper Flag. Outside of that, I think we see some Najee Marshall, we see some Dante Exum, we see some Caleb Martin. Klay Thompson, I guess while Klay's cap is at 23, that's interesting, but like, man, it's just tough, dude. I don't think Klay's defending a ton. D'Lo obviously doesn't defend a ton. Another rookie they have that Jason Kidd's been talking up is Ryan Nembhard, Andrew Nembhard's brother. I don't know how much sense that really makes. Like, I don't know if we're just blowing smoke up people's asses right now. Brandon Williams too, I think played well enough last year when they were down to like five guys. Shout out five guys. That I think he carved out like a rotational spot. I think we will see some Brandon Williams. So I don't really know what to do with them outside of Lively, AD, and Cooper Flag. Those are the three, and PJ. But PJ is kind of a low ceiling, high floor guy. Yeah, Brandon Williams needs minutes. Shut up, B-Dub. All right, one team left. Let's get to the Wembanyama San Antonio Spurs. What did the Spurs do this year? They drafted Dylan Harper second. They also got Carter Bryant as a rookie. They brought in our sex god, Luke Cornett. They still have the reigning rookie of the year, Stephon Castle. De'Aaron Fox is not going to be ready to start to the season, it sounds like, with a hamstring, but it doesn't sound long-term. Doesn't sound like he's missing a ton of time. They still got Beware the Sohan, Champagny. They've got Harrison Barnes, who's like, my hands reach the AI song, whatever that was. Bald man Jordan McLaughlin. All right. Kelly Olynyk they picked up. They still have Vassell. They still have Wemby. Honestly, this might be a wait-and-see approach for me for San Antonio. Obviously, Wembanyama. Like, go get Victor Wembanyama, obviously. But outside of that, outside of Wemby, like Fox, I think has a real ceiling. And listen, if we get a price discount on De'Aaron Fox because he's hurt, I think we take advantage of that. Go get Fox now. What does the Fox say? Go get him. Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper. I don't really know how that's going to look like, what the rotations are going to look like. It's going to be a wait and see. I do think Devin Vassell's minutes are pretty secure. However, his cap is way too high for what his production is actually going to look like. I think he's going to be a good value guy in like a month or so. I think he's still going to be a bucket getter. He still shoots the ball well enough that we are going to see him out here. But yeah, I think that's kind of where I land on Vassell. That's where I land on Vassell. Any Western Conference teams we miss, we'll do the same exact thing for the Eastern Conference on Thursday. But is there anything else that we missed Western Conference wise? I saw some people in the chat here talking about picking your favorite team for what's it called? Picking your favorite team for the common packs. We can dive into that right now. I don't know if there's been any sort of any sort of thought. I mean, I guess you want to pick a team where like you got your best chance at like a legit MVP, right? I don't really know. I don't really know. But like the stream, subscribe to the channel, put hashtag auction in there. We'll give away a card here in a little bit. Let me go over to before I pick my team. Should I spin the wheel here, or do we pick the team first? Let's pick the team first. All right, where do I go to do it? Is it my cards? Let's see, where do I go to do it? We're going to give away this Nate Williams here, or maybe Vasily Micic, international legend, Vasily Micic. Oh, common packs. Here we go. Common packs. Are we ready for this? You guys are going to have to talk me through it. You're going to have to talk me through it. What's the point of common? I legit don't know. And listen, I'm not trying to be a dick about this, okay? I'm not trying to be a dick about this, but I like for common, I messed around with it in MLB a little bit, but it was my secondary thing. For NBA, I have never focused on the commons. I haven't. And I don't, and this isn't to say like I'm flexing on it now of like, oh, I only spend mad money. I'm not interested in your free stuff. I can't get mad about the free game. I just can't. It does like if we're talking about where you've spent money and you feel like you're getting screwed over, like here you go. You want me to complain about something? If they have not, this is year 4. If they have not fixed the reward thing again, I will lose my mind. We can yell about that together. If we have a situation where somebody's hurt and they all of a sudden become a great play for exactly one game week, and then all of a sudden they become a tier 1 reward after the game week's over, sure, we can get upset. We can protest in France. We can do whatever you want. But I can't do it for the free game. I really can't. It was a good source of essence last year. Not anymore, though. Yeah, sure. And I'm not saying you shouldn't care about it. I'm just saying I can't pick up the pitchfork with you. Also, should we just put on sunglasses for the rest of the stream? We should just do it. I feel like it's just like a little Ray Charles, as we're doing our auctions. This is offensive, right? What I'm doing right now, that's offensive. But anyways, let's go. Let's pick a team. Let's play now. All right, so we got the popular teams: Celtics, Bulls, Warriors, Lakers. No thanks. We're not going to be popular. We're going to go sicko mode, okay? We're going to go sicko mode up in here. And there was an announcement in the Sorare NBA channel. West cards. We get the rookies going. John dropped the rookie video just now or 5 minutes ago. Shout out, John. Let's see. What team should we go for? Oh, Paul's in the chat. Let's go. Don't worry about it, Paul. You're good to go. The common man's a Karen, I know. Who else built from free to play? Yep. Hey, listen, maybe again, I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm not telling you the same way I won't yuck your yum. I won't yum your yuck. All right. If you want to be mad, be mad. I'm here for it. I'm just saying I can't do it. I tell you who it's not going to be. It's not going to be the Nets. I mean, do you pick the Mavericks and then you either get like an Anthony Davis or a Cooper Flag? Probably not. Detroit Pistons are pretty fun. Denver Nuggets. Maybe we get a Jokic or a Jamal. I don't know. What teams are you guys picking in the chat? What are you guys doing? Make Bandy a service animal? Wait, where did that come? Did I miss the dog? What was the dog thing? Oh, because of the glasses. My bad. What team are you guys picking? Help me out here. Let's go. What are we picking? Panji just says market. You're picking the market? Who are we picking? What team? You're going Celtics. I don't want to go Celtics. Not because, I mean, you obviously know I love the Celtics, but I want to go somewhere else. Let's see. You win market credits from common cards and lineup streaks. Okay. Canada's team. Let's just do Denver. I'm not doing Toronto. Let's do Denver. Here we go. Let's trace the line to open it. Trace it? Is that what that's called? Oh, I guess let's rip it. Rip the line. Oh, Bruce Brown. Let's go. Bruce Brown. Welcome home, baby. Welcome home, Bruce Brown. Next, Jamal Murray, Mr. Snapchat Blowjob Dome, Jamal Murray. Welcome back. Welcome back. Next up, Zeke Najee. Let's go. Cameron Johnson. Wait, did we just get the whole team? No. Almond Thompson. Let's go. Let's go. Almond Thompson. We'll take that one. Dalton Connect. We will see you in China, sir. DeAndre Ayton dominating. We got Draymond Green. Let's punch a friend. Then we got Jabari Smith Jr. All right. Followed by down under Steven Adams. Then we got Cason Wallace. And last but not least, Moravia. We'll take it. We'll take the Jamal Murray and Amon Thompson. New signings. Let's go. Let's go. We'll take that. I'll take that. You did Denver TBH. Okay, cool. We got Evan Hyde, back like we never left. Let's go, Evan. Let's go, son. Everybody get the same pack. That makes sense since the East ones aren't there yet, right? Can we create a team already? No. Oh, but that's not. No. Let's not. We're not creating a team yet. Come on. Back. We're going back. Wait, can I? How the hell do I get out of here? All right, here we go. Should we spin the wheel now? We haven't. Wait, what's in here? We can claim, and then we can claim another one? We get a daily pack too? Oh, KD, let's go. Jared Vanderbilt. Wait, do I have to do something with this? I automatically get these, right? I hope I'm not screwing this up. Quentin Post, Dalton Connect again. Oh, Dalton doubles, baby. Dalton doubles. Shanghai Sharks for Dalton Connect. You can create a team. All right. Everybody get the same pack. Hell yeah. All right, let's look at these missions, yo. All right, so you were saying I should create a team. So it does some other shit for me. All right, let's go. Let's create a team. Daily pickup. Let's run this lineup. See what that does. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, can I just do the commons, though? What's this? Let's do commons. Come on. Let's register a team. Let's go. Oh, let's start with KD. Follow that up with where's Amon? Where's my boy Amen Amon? There's Amon Thompson. Then we can throw in. Wait, is this capped? Is this no cap or all cap? Oh no, we're using a lot of cap. Let's get our guy Vando in there. I do like Vando. I mentioned that. I also think Laravia is fine. That leaves us with 54. Okay, so we saved too much there. We'll throw. So that leaves us with 18. Can we upgrade? What does that get us to? Draymond Green. There we go. Let's just do that. Let's do that for now. Opening night. Vando. We could probably upgrade from Vando. All right. Let's see what that got us here. Claim. Let's create a common line for the first time. Let's get that essence, bitch. There we go. Let's get that essence, bitch. That's all right. You're in there. You're in there, Paul. And every day you get a free pack. All right. And then can scrap them. All right, no scrapping. No scrapping today. Scrappy do. All right, should we you guys want to spin the wheel now? Because again, the auctions are still the next auction doesn't close for a little over an hour. And I'm gonna say this one more time. I'm just not gonna go after these number ones. You know what I'm saying? I can't go over these number ones. Oh, no Jamal for you, huh? No Canadian Dome for you? Yeah, we can't. I don't think I want to do I don't think I want to do the number one. So I'm going to wait till these number twos, right? Like if we look at the limiteds, what do they still have? An hour and 6 minutes. So I'll check back in. Honestly, probably tomorrow I'll start spraying and praying. Let's spin the wheel, though. Let's spin the wheel. We get it. So, and just a reminder, if you guys haven't figured out the wheel yet, you get a daily spin. If you win an auction, you get 2 spins. And then if you come in second in an auction, you get 1 spin. All right. So here we go. Let's do it. Spin it. Win it. What are we getting here? Don't do me like that. Oh, 75 essence. Let's go. 75 essence. Hey, baby. Let's go. What's my essence situation looking like? 215. Okay. All right. We'll take it. Yeah. Creator luck. How about influencer luck? How about huge dick luck? I don't know why. Sorry, guys. We're not streaming on the So Rare channel, so I can say stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Essence Magazine. There we go. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. Nice try. All right, let's I'm just gonna pop over to baseball. I'm gonna come back to NBA if you guys have more NBA questions. Just wanted to show you, since we're in the middle of the chase right now. We're in the middle with the chase. I'm feeling pretty good. If we let's look at the leaderboard here. Let's look at the leaderboard. I sold my Carlos Rodon. Let's look at the leaderboard here on baseball. But yeah, keep the NBA questions coming. I'll hang for a little bit longer. We got to shout out our guys. Where's the full leaderboard? Show me the full leaderboard. Hold on, limited. Let's go. I hate that. It's just such a pain in the ass to see the full leaderboard. I never know how to do it. But our guy Jump Shoot right here in second place with 485 points. All right. Taylor, he told us where he's at. I forget. I'm in third right now with 421. All right. We threw up. This is what we had. We scored 234 that first game week when my Sox were out there. We had the crochet scooble. Then we put up 186 points yesterday. Here's the game week. This is what I did for this game week. All right. This is what we did. You're third in super rare. Let's go. All right. So we've got Yamamoto. Yamamoto's on the mound today. And then I kind of went all Seattle for the most part. I put Munoz. I put Aaron Judge in there, even though there's a chance they get swept tonight, mainly because I didn't love my options. And then I put Raleigh, J-Rod, and Randy Arozarena with Logan Gilbert in the flex, mainly because I know Seattle's guaranteed at least 2 games this game week. And I kind of think the Cubs-Brewers, I think, wraps up. I think Milwaukee has broken the spirit of Chicago. They also have the lowest total on the slate of all of the games. I think Yamamoto closes out the Phillies tonight. And so I want to just focus on the games there. I think that's what we're doing. Last week doesn't count. That's going to be my mulligan. Yeah, I think that's going to be the case for a lot of teams, but we'll see. I think everybody's assuming last week's not going to count. But here's the thing, guys. If all of these sweep, right, that means we're going to get 1 game from the Yankee series, 1 game from the Dodgers series, 1 game from the Cubs series, and then you get 2 games from at least 2 games from the Mariners and Tigers. This might end up being one where it drops too. So I think everybody's assuming last week's not going to count. This week is going to be pretty low scoring as well, I think. That's why it's still important to do the pitchers in both. But shout out, like the community's been very helpful with trying to build these lineups. So I do appreciate that. I've really enjoyed the postseason chase. Has been fun. I know it's kind of dwarfed some of the daily prizes, and it forces people to spend money on the special edition cards. But I think you should be ready for that for the incoming NBA season. Did you guys see we got the Emirates Cup announcement yesterday too? That's pretty exciting. Fucking hyped for basketball, man. I really am. I'm hyped for basketball. You guys have anything else before we give this thing away? We'll be back again on Thursday. So Thursday, we're going to do the same type of show except for the Eastern Conference. Hopefully at that point, I've bought some Western Conference cards. Maybe we'll try to get a guest for Thursday. We'll also have the So Rare MLB show on Thursday. That'll be there as well in the afternoon. NBA Bit will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Just make sure you're subscribing to all the things. It's exciting times, man. I'm here for the NBA. I'm ready for it. I really am. I'm excited. Preseason basketball has got me hyped. Been looking at logging into the minutes, man. I won't have to watch Monday Night Football with the aggressive sweat. Although I will say the Monday Night Football game last night was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. But I'm ready for basketball, baby. I'm ready for it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Let's give away a card. We're going to give away No, you got Micic. We'll give away Micic. Yeah, I plugged the opening day show earlier. 21st, we'll be live. We'll be live. I'm excited for that one. We still got to bang on George St. Ledger's door and TST's door to make sure they're ready for the first ever live before lock. Hyped for it. All right, we hit the hour mark. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Let's do it. Let's spin it. Let's win it. If you get this thing, shoot me a DM. Or just actually put your name in the chat. Put your name in the chat now. Oh, Power Duster gifting out memberships. Let's go. The consigliere. Shout out that Clippers fan. Also, really, Power Duster, huge W. He's the best. Joe Flacco traded to the Bengals. Joe Flacco. That's right, baby. Joey Flacco to the Bengals. Let's go. Consigliere, shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM. Oh, wow. Boudevine. Look at Boudevine getting it. But yeah, appreciate everybody tuning in. This is fun, man. It's good to be back. Let's all go yell at John in the Discord. I'm just kidding. Tell him I said I love him. We'll be back on Thursday, baby. Hopefully with some cards. Hope everybody has a good little Tuesday. We'll see you in the NBA bit streets, or I will see you on Thursday. We out.